Go for it!
Out of my way!
Hello?
Look at this. It's going to take hours to clear this out. Assuming the rest of the building doesn't come down on top of us. I was in the lab, working on the frequency calibration for the probe. I was walking out of the control room when it happened. I heard the tanks rupture. The alarm sound. I only had a second to react. I jumped back into the control room. The doors sealed. I was safe. From the gas, the fire, everything. But I was trapped. There was nothing I could do to stop it. If I had gone the other way, maybe I could have made it to the ventilation controls. Killed the system. Even if it killed me, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. They're a native species. We had an electric pulse field to keep them out. The fire took out the generators, damaged the foundation. They just keep coming. I'm not sure. It might stop whatever's happening to you. It's a reasonable theory, I guess. How should I know? You're the one who keeps winking in and out of existence. I just want to get out of here. Go do whatever you're going to do. I'll see if I can clear a path to the door.
What? Oh, it's you. You realize you just popped into my locked office. So much for security protocols. Sure. Down the hall. Take the stairs next to the atrium. Yeah, let me get the doors for you. And done. Is there anything else you need? I don't know much personally. Like I said, we haven't seen any around here in years. The original survey team ran across them. You're welcome to read the old logs if you want. Yeah, I'll unlock the terminal for you. Bigger than you'd expect. We've got a particle accelerator, whole lab complex, the high-energy research lab. Real state-of-the-art. Can't tell you what a tenth of it actually does. That's right. Has been since the accident. We can't connect to the control system to override it. The whole system's on a hair trigger. Cameras spot anyone not in the staff database. They fire off an alarm and all hell breaks loose.
What, did you get lost in the hallway? Right. This is the probe control unit. Most of these controls aren't responding. I'm going to very carefully adjust the settings I can. There's no way to tell what's about to happen. Pay attention and be ready for anything. I'll begin by adjusting the energy feed of the electron beam array. We're at 93 teravolts. Calibrating to 95, 97, 100. Nothing. Let's try the other way. 91, 89. What the? Okay. It looks safe to approach. But what in the world? It's a micro-distortion. Flux pattern matches the distortion in the lab. The setting is just exposing it somehow. Step into the distortion, please. Nothing. No, hold on. There's a slight pattern change. Some kind of resonance. All right, stay there. Let me turn the feedback up for a moment. Calibrating to 90, 91. What happened? Are you all right? So, the lower setting causes the distortions to manifest, and the higher causes you to shift. That seems promising. Keep it on the lower setting until you want to shift, and you should be able to avoid any more accidents. I'd give you my control unit, but it looks like you already have one from the other universe. Love to take a look at that when this is all over. No, we still don't understand what we're dealing with here. If we found something that works, let's not press our luck. You may want to practice shifting just to make sure this works reliably. Closer to the distortion, conditions may be less stable, if that's possible. Right. If you can get down to the research level, you need to make your way to the high-energy research lab. Disengage the power interlocks, then pull the emergency shutdown to stop the probe. That should finally put an end to all this. Oh, and before you go, the director wanted to speak with you. It really is just down the hall.
Well then, all set? If you need supplies, I've asked Dr. Barakova to take care of you. It's the least I can do after everything we've put you through. Before you go, there is one other thing we should discuss. If this experiment is the cause of your shifting, when you shut it down, the shifting will stop. What happens then? To you and to us. Exactly. And when you shut down the experiment, the probability function will collapse. You are the outside observer in the system. Whichever reality you are in, at that moment, is what will become real. For you and your universe, at least. The question is, which will you choose? If this were a choice between my life and Raphael's, I would ask you to save him. But as the director of the station, I am responsible for the lives of my staff. 30 people. People with families, careers, futures ahead of them. In this universe, you don't have to decide now. But when the time comes, please, keep them in mind. Now, it's time you are going. With the network offline, we can't shut down the security system on the research level, so you can expect some resistance. Be careful. Ethan, unlock the elevator lobby, please.
Ma'am, research level is still locked down.
I'm aware of that.
Alright. Done.
Good luck, dear. It's been a fascinating day.
Don't touch the equipment.
Tatiana Barakova, station's doctor. This is not a public medical facility, but the director has ordered me to assist you nonetheless. I can spare a few med packs. Beyond that, I am not your therapist, your psychologist, or your cosmetologist. If there's anything else you need, ask. Excuse me? Perhaps you'd care to try a dead-end medical post on some godforsaken planet in the middle of nowhere, huh? 6-year surgical residency. And I spend my days treating paper cuts and hurt feelings for a bunch of mathematicians and physicists. And now I have to deal with some spacer who thinks they're jumping between universes? Spare me.
Yes?
Pardon?
Lockdown is active. Emergency override controls are available on designated security terminals. security lockdown is active. Emergency override controls are available on designated security terminals. available on designated security terminals.
All systems.
Welcome back. Ethan, how are we doing?
Research levels back online. Definitely some damage, but it could be a lot worse. We will have to replace a few robots.
Yes, well, that's a small price to pay, all things considered.
This is a lot to take in. Artifacts, multiple universes.
Look on the bright side, dear. Just imagine the papers you'll publish.
If anyone even believes us.
I am curious, though. Why did you decide to stay here, with us? Of course. I'll make sure the Consortium remembers his sacrifice. Our next supply ship will be arriving soon. I'll have a full report ready for them. For now, I'd like to extend our gratitude and what compensation I can offer for everything we put you through. Thank you. This has been a truly remarkable experience.
No unexplained disappearances lately? Good. Getting there. We're still trying to connect to the research levels control system. A lot of the circuits were just fried. And I think the engineers are going to be repairing robots for a while.
Okay. Hello.
Hey.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl.
Hey, Captain. I'm really happy to see you. All right by me. You got it. What do you want to know? It runs in the family. My mum's a doctor too. She practiced at the clinic when she was younger, and now she works at the core in Aquila City. I want to follow her footsteps and practice at the clinic someday too. But I'm not comfortable enough with space travel yet to live on a star station full time. That's why my mum encouraged me to find a job like this. She said working as a ship's doctor would be great practice. My papa taught me everything I know. He learned about it from my koro, and my koro learned from his mother. Plants are really important on that side of my family. Generations ago, my ancestors on Earth used medicinal plants to heal the sick. When humanity took to the stars, we brought the tradition with us. I'm the latest in a long line of Tannehills to practice botanical medicine. No, we still practice the same traditions we always have, but we have a lot more plants to work with now. The Cheyenne system's chock full of useful flora. My family's been incorporating them in our medicinal practices since we settled on Aquila. You'd fit right in with my family, Captain. What is it? Yeah, sure. I miss my parents like crazy. I wouldn't mind having a chat about them. Anything specific you wanted to know? They were all for it. My parents know how much I want to work at the clinic, so they've always counted on me leaving home someday. My dad is, but my mum's from Offworld. She grew up on her parents' ship. She met my dad when she moved to Aquila to take a job at the core. Most people assume I take after my mum because we look alike, but I think I'm a lot more like my dad. He's a bit of a homebody too. My mum's the opposite. She grew up on a starship, and she always talked about how incredible it was to live in space. I'm looking forward to swapping travel stories with her next time I'm home. Not too badly, I hope. I've been sending them tons of messages since we left Aquila. We'll have plenty to talk about the next time I'm home. It's a bit of a mixed bag. I don't mind it most days, but sometimes I still panic a little about living in such a small space.
And when the ship really gets moving, I get a bit motion sick. Oh, Captain, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. You're a wonderful pilot, really. Yeah, the day you hired me, when we left Aquila, seeing my home planet from space was breathtaking. It made me realize how small I really am. I think seeing the galaxy like this will make me a better doctor, and a better person too. All the amazing things I've seen out here are worth the discomfort. I'm glad I decided to take a chance and leave Aquila City. My dream of working at the clinic is finally starting to feel more reasonable now than it did when I left home. I'll still need to save up a lot more credits before I can afford to live there permanently, but I'm starting to get my sea legs. Oh, space legs, I guess. Kagite!
It's nice to see you. A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever. You want my honest opinion? I think you're doing great, but there's always room for improvement. I mean, your ship doesn't have a library. Where's a girl supposed to store her books? What about me? How am I doing as a co-pilot? Thanks! Someday, I'll be a captain like you, and then you can be my co-pilot. How about them apples? Hi! It's the best. I met another kid my age who hadn't been on a starship once. Not even once! Same boring old planet for like years. She didn't even know how to replace a phase manifold. Can you imagine? I read. I look around the ship, but no touching. Dad lets me do all sorts of stuff on his ship. But he said I have to be respectful on your ship. But I could try to fix things if you ask. Hint, hint. You can ask. I promise I'll be good. Well, we're talking about what could be an infinite number of parallel universes, right? If that's really true, how different do you think they are? Like, are they really similar to this one, or really weird? Is there one where we're all lizard people? Or one where time runs backwards? What do you think? It's so crazy to think about. Well, I kind of do hope it's all true. It really would mean that anything is possible. I want to fly my own ship and go all over the place. Like you and Dad, really. But hopefully not as crazy as your travels. I thought Dad's were exciting. But yours? Brr. Oh, that's my favorite question. I've thought a lot about this. It's a very important choice, after all. My favorite book is Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It's about some explorers who go down a volcano and find a secret underground world below Earth's surface. It's a great story, even with the scientific inaccuracies. Back when it was written, people didn't know the center of the Earth is a huge ball of molten metal. Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating? Is this a trick question? I'm not going to get in trouble, am I? No matter who I pick? Phew! I'm glad you said so. My favorite person in Constellation is Sarah. She's so cool. I want to grow up to be just like her. I've even been practicing being a leader by bossing my dad around. I don't think he likes it much. Your turn. No fair asking a question if you aren't going to answer it too. Of course she is. I'm always right.
Here to shoot the breeze?
Hey, how's your day, Captain?
It's a strange feeling. Knowing you're living through some real history. Sorry to see you go.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that view of the sky. Orbital pattern locked. Anything I can do for you?